Hello guys, so this video is going to be about 2021 releases I couldn't read in 2021. The first book I couldn't read was She Who Became the Sun, and it came out July 20th, 2021, figures. And this book is about, it's like a Mulan meets the Song of Achilles. I didn't like the Song of Achilles, but I like the premise of it. Like, I like the story of it. It's kind of difficult to, I gave it 3 stars, but yeah, like the book was iffy, but not that bad either. It's about 2 siblings, 1 girl and 1 boy, and the main character is a girl, and she's giving the fate of like nothingness, but her brother is giving the fate of like she's gonna be super famous and everything, but when he dies she takes his place in the monastery to become like a great leader and a great warrior and everything. It really interests me. I like everything Asian, like retelling or mythology, so I liked Mulan too. I like the premise of like switching place, and so yeah, I think it's gonna be great. It has 3.99 stars on Goodreads, and Katie Coulson like rated it 3.5, so it's great. I think people liked it. All of Us Villain by Amanda Foley, and Christine Lynn Herman is another book, and I know Katie Coulson rated it 5 star, so, and I know this book is like a premise about like if Hunger Game had magic in it, and I think it's every year or so, each children of 7 family needs to fight to the death, and the winner of the competition, everything, all of his family receive the power, like the great power and everything, but all of the other can't. So, and if they don't do it, no one will have the magic. So I think yeah, I like Hunger Games, so I think with magic is just gonna be great. The next book is Dream Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross, which I know was one of the all great books for November 2021, which I couldn't get my hands on, so super. And it's about powers and dream, like power of a dream and everything. Yeah, and it's a girl who wants to take on, yeah, so she can take the place of the dude who like make sure that the bad dreams and the worst dream of people don't clash with the people that have these dreams and everything. But 2 magicians challenge her, and she's stuck in a conflict, and she wants revenge, and she needs to have that revenge. She needs to becomes allies with her rival. I like dreams, and I think this is a enemies to lover-ish, so I just want to know. And it's a book who has 4.21 stars on Goodreads, so I think it's great. I think people loved it and everything. The next book is Within These Wicked Walls by Lauren Blackwood, and I think this book is about an exorcism. Yeah, it's about it's a horror book. Yeah, paranormal horror book. It's a retelling. It's a gothic. That's the thing. Yeah, she's like an apprentice to be make her exorcism. She's hired. It's like the men who hired her to do an exorcism, and she realized it's not like usual. It's weird and everything. and the dude who hired her is like a little bit sketchy. It's an Ethiopian inspired debut fantasy, and it's a retelling of Jane Eyre. Here. I don't know. It's a classic. Anything. It has 3.6 stars on Goodreads, which is good. And I think, yeah, it's written by a black woman, a Jamaican American New Yorker. I think it's gonna be great. I want to double, like, to go into a little bit more of horror this year. So I think this is a great pick for me. Next book is Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen, which I'm following on Instagram, and I like her a lot. And the book was published November 2nd. And it's The Little Mermaid retelling if Ariel was black. It's a West African. Yeah, I just love it. How I love everything about like mermaid and everything. So I think it's gonna be great. And there is love and everything, and it's about gods and creatures which are legendary. I think it's gonna be a great ride, and I want to read it. It's great. I like the author, so I want to know more about it. The next book is Little Thief by Margaret Hohen, which came out October 19, and it has 4.33 stars on Goodreads, so it's great. And it's about a girl who steals life. Yep, she steals life. It's kind of weird and everything. I don't know, the cover is really pretty. So that's one thing I like in my book. When colors are pretty, I cannot resist. It's about gods and everything. I think I'm gonna like it. It's high fantasy, and there's supposed to be LGBTQ plus representation, and there is romance, and I think it's a retelling, but I don't know of which. Retelling of The Goose Girl, about stolen lives, thorny fruit, and wicked girls at the heart of both. So, yeah, she steals life, and and it's a heist book, so I think it's gonna be great. The next book is Dark Rise by C.S. Packet, and it has a 4.16 stars on Goodreads, and it came out September 28th, 2021, and it's fantasy, which I like, and there is battle between light and dark. I always like things like tropey as fuck. So yeah, I think it's about a boy who is on the run because he's trying to kill the people that kill his mother, and he needs to fight beside the stewards, which I don't know who that is. But he's pushed into a world of magic. So it's like the chosen one trope and everything. I think I'm gonna like it. If I'm not sure, yeah, it's queer and it has LGBTQ romance in it. So I know it's not my typical thing. Usually I read more about girls, like with girls main character, but I want to know if I really just don't like main character who is a guy, or no. Sweet. The next 2021 release I didn't read is Iron Widow by Xirian J. Sao. I probably butchered that name. Anyway, this is a book about transforming robot, like Transformers. It's about a girl that offers herself to be a pilot of these giant Transformers, and it's to assassinate a pilot that assassinated her sister. Yeah, and she wants to get revenge, and there's like a psychic link between pilots, so she can, if she became a pilot, she can kill by this psychic link the killer of her sister. So this is like about revenge, but but she's paired with another pilot, which is a male. It's about like a girl in the misogynistic world that is the pilot system in this book. I think I'm gonna like it. I like a lot of book about like misogynistic and like a girl who wants to compete with like boys and she's the only girl. I like this trope. So this book is 4.28 stars on Goodreads, and it came out September 21. So yeah. The next book I couldn't read in 2021 was Half Sick of Shadows by Laura Sebastian, and I think, yes, this is a King Arthur retelling. If you can see a trend here, yes, I like King Arthur retelling. It's nice. It's about Helen, and yeah, she's going to see the future, and she's in the future that the story of King Arthur is gonna be real and everything, and they're gonna have to take thrones to rule Camelot and everything. So she's a feminist, and it's a feminist reimagining of the Arthurian myth. I think I'm gonna like it. So the next book, the next 2021 release was Blood Like Magic by Liselle Sambury, and it came out June 15. It has a 4.07 stars, and it's a urban fantasy which follows a teen witch. She's giving a task, sacrificing her first love to save her family's magic. But she's never been in love, so it's kind of a problem. So she'll have to find a boy to fall in love with and to kill him right after it. So I think it's gonna be great. The premise of it sounds nice. I like it. I know a lot of books does that kind of like you need to kill your love for like magic and everything, but I like it. It's about witchcraft and everything and her duty to her bloodline, and it's a book with a black main character, so you cannot go wrong. I want to know more about it, and I think I like it. The next is These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, which came out July 20th and has a 4.09 star rating on Goodreads, and it's like a Cruel Prince meets A Court of Thorns and Roses. So it's a love triangle. It has fairies and prince and everything I love. So yeah, she needs to do a deal with the king to steal, like, it's a heist but with two like boy and a prince and a fae. So it's great. I think I like it, and she must decide who to trust with her loyalty and with her heart. Oh, so it's a fantasy romance book. It's YA Books, and their second one is coming out, I think, like this year. Yeah, July 19, 2022. So I'll have to like read the first one in this time to know if I want to continue with or not. The next book I want to know, the next book I want to read is The Taking of Jake Livingston by Ryan Douglas. It came out July 30th, 2021. It has a 3.48 star rating on Goodreads, and it's YA horror, which I love. It has a dark academia feel to it, since he's like the only black kid in a prep school, so he can see the dead and everything. I think it's gonna be great for like summer reading and everything, so it's like a nice thing. It has like a kind of a like thriller feel to it, since there is like 6 people who gets killed. That is yeah, a fiend shot like 6 people, so I think you definitely have to like look at trigger warning. I think it has a like a mass shooting trigger warning to it. So yeah, it's about seeing ghosts. What do you want? He's talking about ghosts, and he's talking to ghosts, and he's being haunted. So I would like to know. It's gay. I just saw it. Gay and spooky. Yes. Oh, this is, yes, it's a short book. So 256 pages. So I think it's gonna be a great read. The last book I want to talk about, which was one of my 2021 anticipated release, was Laura by Alexandra Bracken. I don't know how to say her name. Yeah. It has a 3.83 star rating on Goodreads, and it came out like a year ago, January 5th, a little bit more than a year ago, and I still couldn't had the time to read it. Yes, it's like every 7 years, a punishment for a rebellion that the human did to the gods is like to, no, it's the other way around. Yeah, it's a punishment for a past rebellion, like gods need to be human for like, I don't know, a week, for some amount of time, and everyone can kill them and take their place. That's great, and I think it's gonna be good. And you see Athena. The name of my cat is Apollo. So if you think that I don't like Greek mythology, you're wrong. So this book really interested me just for that premise. Like, God who has to be mortal for a certain amount of time and can be killed and replaced. That's so great. I just want to know more about them. Yes. Everything I want is yes. I think this is all of the book I wanted. Yes. This is all the book I wanted you to talk about, and this is my like a TBR, but not really, but yes. And I would like to read them before the end of the year. Maybe I'm just a little dumb, but yeah, I would really like to read it like before the end of the year. It's like a TBR, like on my unfinished TBR of 2021 and everything, but with it's books I don't have in my collection as well, so I need to finish all of these before I can buy them. So maybe it's not gonna happen, maybe yes, maybe I'm gonna spend a lot of money, so I don't know. So I hope you liked the video, and if you did, you can subscribe and like it and everything. So hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.